Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. If there's anyone out there, this is J-Boy 1878, and welcome to the first show of this thing I'm attempting to do. So, as an introduction, as I said, my name is J-Boy 1878. I'm just going to read some news articles, go through the stories that interest me, and hopefully they may interest other people. The first story I was going to look at tonight was the Prince Harry and Meghan in a near catastrophic car chase with the paparazzi in America. But there appears to be some conflicting news coming out at the moment, whether it actually happened, whether it's true, or and we'll just have to see what comes out over the next couple of days. But first of all, I will just go through what I've seen so far, and it may change in time, but we'll see. Okay. So Prince Harry and Meghan in near catastrophic car chase with paparazzi spokesman says. Incident happened after the couple attended the awards ceremony in New York on Tuesday. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex and the Duchess's mother were involved in a near catastrophic 2-hour car chase in New York after being followed by a ring of highly aggressive paparazzi, the Duke's spokesman has said. The incident is said to have happened after Prince Harry and Meghan and their mother, Doria Ragland, attended the awards ceremony on Tuesday. The three of them are said to have been subjected to a relentless pursuit involving half a dozen blacked out vehicles. The There were no reported collisions, injuries, or arrests, police have said. In a statement, in a statement, their spokesman said last night the Duke and Duchess of Sussex and Miss Ragland were involved in a near catastrophic car crash at the hands of a ring of highly aggressive paparazzi. The the relentless pursuit lasted over 2 hours, resulted in multiple near collisions involving other drivers on the road, pedestrians, and two NYPD officers. While being while being figure comes with a level of interest from the public, it should never come as a cost of anyone's safety. According to reports, the couple originally left the award ceremony in an SUV and were followed by photographers, aided by police officers assisting their private security detail. They went to a police station about 11 blocks away. They spent several minutes there waiting for the situation to de-escalate, and once it was safe, left in a yellow taxi cab, according to a law enforcement official who was speaking on condition of anonymity. However, after driving around the block for 10 minutes, it was evident they were still being followed. They returned to the police precinct and left the taxi. Eventually, they completed their journey in their security vehicle. A member of the security team protecting the couple said that after the couple had left the event, the chase was chaotic. Well, it would be, wouldn't it? Because it's a busy area. I mean, anyone who's ever been to New York knows how hectic it can be out there. Speaking to CNN, Chris said there were about a dozen vehicles, cars, scooters, and bicycles. He continued the public were in jeopardy at several points, and it could have been fatal. He added that at one point the couple limousine was blocked by vehicles jumping, which were jumping curbs and red lights. When the couple eventually got to the apartment they were staying in, he described them as scared, exhausted, but relieved to be back. Sukhak Singh told AP he was driving his yellow cab on 57th Street near the NYPD scene, a few blocks south of Central Park. When a security guard waved him down, Singh pulled to the curb, he said, and Harry and Meghan and her mother got in. They were following us the whole time, said Singh, though he said he would not call it a chase. Julian Phillips, NYPD Deputy Commissioner for Public Affairs, said the NYPD assisted the private security team protecting the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. I hate that they've still got them titles though. You know, if you want anonymity and you don't want to do royal duties, then give your titles back. Consider and considering what she thinks of the people of the United Kingdom, that we're all mad racists. Well, and you don't want to come back here, give the title back. It was claimed that the individuals involved were confronted by uniformed police multiple times and sped off to continue the pursuit. The family was staying at the private residence and did not want to compromise the security of their friend's home. A source said there is said to be a footage taken from security along with other evidence to support the timeline and circumstances. Meghan received a Woman of Vision Award on Tuesday, and as she said, as she and Harry made their first public appearance since the coronation of King Charles. In her speech, Meghan encouraged women to fight for equity, and she accepted the award at the Miss Foundation for Women's annual gala. New York City Mayor Eric Adams told reporters he had not received a full briefing about the incident yet, but he called it reckless and irresponsible for anyone to be chasing people in vehicles in densely populated city, and said that 2 of our officers could have been killed. And as normal, Buckingham Palace refused to comment. They're nothing to do with us anymore, are they? He didn't look very interested to be at his father's coronation of the week. And I'm still trying to work out what exactly is Meghan a woman of vision? What has she done? Apart from fly around the world in private jets and live a lavish lifestyle and criticise Britain at every chance she damn well gets. I mean, if they were being chased in an unsafe manner, then that's not right. But they just seem to limp from one crisis to the next, don't they? You know what I mean? It's like, whoa, Harry and Meghan, what can they do this week to get themselves in the papers? I mean, I don't know how all this analytical stuff works. I'm supposed to be looking at, but I haven't got a clue if there's actually anyone out there. Right. Video footage obtained by TMZ website appeared to show the Sussex in a taxi, which was stationary with flashes apparently from cameras reflecting on the vehicle's windows. 2 police cars were immediately behind them, but when the taxi drove off, the police cars went in different directions. It looks like the cops tried to outwit the paps by driving in a different direction than the cab, TMZ said. Well, I've seen this footage. It just looks like the taxis went one way and the busy cars went the other way. Busy, uh, and then this article goes on to talk about the court cases in the United Kingdom that Harry's involved in. I haven't really been following that, so I don't know a lot about it. So anyway, that's enough about the print them two that you can do Duchess of Whammy. And I know the title says fun and laughter, but there are some things I want to look at that I think are fun, but we'll see. Eh? Well, there's always this. Not that. Oops. As you can tell, I'm definitely not used to doing this, so just bear with me. I'm nearly there, sorry. Oh, what am I apologising for? Just for a bit of laughter, because I think it's funny.
Gonna be really painful in my hip. This is gonna be really painful.
Timber! Fat people falling over chairs is always funny, in my experience. Anyway, so I've got a couple of the stories that I wanted to go through. So let's have a look, eh? Here we go. I promise things will get better if you give me a chance, if anyone does give me a chance, you know. The other one I want to say is I don't know if anyone's been following this. It's the Idaho 4 university students killed allegedly by Brian Koberg. So, grand jury indicts Brian Koberger in connection with the murder of four university students, Idaho students. Brian Koberg, the suspect in the murder of four University of Idaho students late last year, has been indicted by the grand jury. The multi-count indictment includes first-degree murder. The Lato County District Clerk confirmed to ABC News today he will appear for his arraignment in Moscow, Idaho, on Monday and will enter a plea according to the multiple sources. Brian Co. Sorry. Koberger, a 20-year-old PhD student at Washington State University Department of Criminal Justice and Criminology, was arrested on first-degree murder and burglary charges in December after a six-week charge. He has not yet entered the plea. Koberger was arrested at his parents' home in Pennsylvania, where he was extradited to Aldi, Idaho in January. Roommate Zena Codoli, 20, Kaylee Goncalves, 21, and Madison Mogan, 21, as well as Kenobi's boyfriend, Ethan Chapin, 20, were stabbed to death at the girls' off campus house in the middle of the night. Two other roommates survived the stabbing, one of whom saw a masked figure in the house. Neither are considered suspects in the stabbing. And that's the gentleman, Mr. Koberger, the alleged murderer defendant. Obviously, at this stage, in all Western societies, he's he's presumed innocent until found guilty, or if he pleads out or anything like that. The four students were probably asleep when attacked, and some had defensive wounds. Police said. Police believe the murders unfolded between 4 a.m. and 4:25 p.m. on November the 13th, according to court documents. The 911 call was made from one of the roommates' phones on November the 13th when the surviving roommates found one of the victims. The call requested help for an unconscious person who was not responded. When officers arrived on the scene, they discovered four victims. And some of the things I read of, like, what happened to these people was quite horrific, and a little bit of what I believe is called overkill, where, you know, authorities said DNA from the suspect was recovered on a knife sheath left on the victim's bed, according to documents on December the 27th. Police recovered trash from Koberger's parents' house in Pennsylvania, and the lab determined DNA from the trash was the father of the person who left the DNA on a knife. That the affidavit said. Right. I do watch a lot of American trials and things, because obviously in Britain we don't get our stuff televised. Anyway, sorry, I got distracted. Got my little mate in here, me black Labrador, who's fell asleep and is snoring in the background. I hope no one can hear him. But I don't know if anyone's actually watching or anything, so I don't know. Well, I'm not going to do much more because I'm just trying to learn this, how to work the system and all that kind of jazz. But if there is anyone watching, please like and share, just as the avatar's saying there. My name has been JBoy1878. Please come back another time when I have my next video. And good night from me. Good night from all. Or good morning, wherever you are. Thank you. Good night.